Hey, good morning, everyone. Hours over here. Right Line Trading. It is Wednesday, February 4th. If you're joining us today, well, that's the good news. Hallelujah. Any day above ground is a blessed day. Before we get into the Forex Factory, this broadcast is for demonstration educational purposes only. It's important to know that I'm not a licensed financial advisor, nor am I offering any type of trading advice here today. Strictly for demonstration educational purposes. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a financial advisor, your broker, somebody who's licensed to advise you on the risks. All right. Hope everyone had a nice evening. It's a custom. We start every session out the same way. We look at the Forex Factory. Why do we do it? We don't want any unpleasant surprises. Ever have one? Not fun. Nothing like being in a trade when a red folder report comes out and you lose your breath. Good morning, Rao. You know what I'm talking about, Rao. This morning is Wednesday, February 4th. And let's see what news reports are going to be coming out today. At 8:15 ADP, non-farm payroll came out. We got a big one at 10. We got a buckle your seatbelt report coming out at 10 a.m., the ISM Services PMI. That's going to be a big one. Please don't let me forget. 10 a.m., red folder report. 10:30, crude oil inventories. We always like to watch crude when those inventory reports come out. But the big one is coming up at 10 o'clock. We refer to this as a catalyst event. An event that can cause the market to move. Fun and exciting. Let's take a look and see what the non-farm employment change was. It says private sector employment increased by 22,000 jobs. Annual pay was up big time. People are getting hired and making more money. That sounds like good news. All right. 10 o'clock, red folder report. Let's not miss it. So let's take a quick look at what the market has done during the overnight session. During the overnight session, which starts right here, 4 o'clock. Let's go to 6 o'clock. Yesterday. Very flat. Very flat. The session ended right about here, and that's right about where price is, within just a few points. Sideways moving market. Very little volatility. On the NASDAQ, pretty much the same story. At 1800 hours, we were right here. And that's exactly where we are now. So where the session opened is pretty much where the price is now. Where the session opened yesterday at 6 p.m. Eastern is pretty much where price is standing right now on both the ES and the NQ. What we like to do is we like to look at our leaderboard. Oop. Let me take off the disclaimer. Sorry about that. Sorry. I see that. I see that. Let's go back. Let me show you really quick what I was talking about. The ES, going back to 1800 hours yesterday, is right about here. And that's right about where price is now. It's been a very sideways ranging market, starting right from yesterday's open at 6 p.m. Eastern. Same holds true for the NASDAQ. If we squeeze the chart, bring it into 1800 hours, right about here, price is pretty much where it was then. So we got a flat ranging market. Our 50 EMA is headed down, it's red on our higher time frame on our 20 Unirenko. Looking at our shorter time frame on the NASDAQ, we're above the 50. So no clear direction. Our leaderboard, we've got the Mack truck on the 20U, our number one bot. We have the ES scalper. Man, that ES scalper has been hot, hot, hot. The ES star, that's the ES on the 30 range. The ES scalper trades an 8 Unirenko. The NQ retirement plan is on a 2-minute bar. So we've got a nice diversity of instruments that trade a diverse bar types and time frames. Range bars, Unirenko bars, minute bars. And we're also showcasing our high volume bars. High volume. When you see a blue bar, like these 3 blue bars on my chart, what that's telling us is that there's high volume. Institutional money is influencing the price of that ticker or that instrument. Those high volume candles are very good at confirming trends, validating breakouts, spotting reversals. So that can be very valuable information. It's a leading indicator. Volume is not lagging price. Happening in real time. Let's see if we can get ourselves over to the winner circle. Hey, good morning, Tom. Good to see you. I was actually talking about you yesterday. I hope you caught that ES on the 8U yesterday. That ES scalper trade, there was a monster trade yesterday. My bot got into it about 9:45, it looked like. And man, that thing went a country mile. There's 9:30, everybody. Wow, that came fast. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Hey, Terunux, there you are. Thank you very much for the beautiful thumbnail. We just need to put a logo in it now. Oh, here we go. Look at this. The leapfrog is leaping. Let's go to our 20U. I always like to see a multi-time frame alignment of trend. My higher time frame being this 20U chart. Oh, there's some running room to the downside. It's 9:30 though. I don't really like to trade the first few minutes of the market. Let's let the market settle down for a few minutes. It's very tempting to take this short trade. I almost did it, but I'm going to stick to my rules. Sure, I'll send it to you. No problem. Well, Tom, I hope everything went well with that. That's much more important. I hope everything went well and the test results come out beautiful for you. There'll be more winning trades to come. Getting a big leg down here at the open. We need a retracement. Let's get a little bit of a retracement. The 20U is coming down into support. Boy, that ESAU on the scalper. Keep an eye on that scalper going short in this sell-off. Let's see if we can catch this trade right here on the, oh, not on the Mack truck, on the Leapfrog. I don't know why it's not trading. We're right into support. Let's hold up. Let's hold off. I didn't see my 20U is right into support. Let's break that area of support before we try to jump into this thing. I had some interesting information to show you regarding that ChatGPT. When things settle down, I'll show you. We have a really powerful integration with ChatGPT. It's called our Trade Analyst. Here, now we're getting a nice pullback, a nice retracement back to the 50. A Mack truck potentially could break right through this 50 if it continues. Let's give it a whirl on the Mack truck. Right into support. Maybe not. There's the Leapfrog. Boy, I missed that one, didn't I? Watch the break of support. The Blackter. The Blackter's in the house. Trade of 8's down. Reminds me of when Muhammad Ali boxed Frazier is down. Trade of 8 is down. Oh, there's that Mack truck long. Let's see if we can catch it. Nope. We're going to play our #1 bot on our leaderboard with the Mack truck. We need a pop to the upside. The Leapfrog's getting beat up pretty good. It just jumped in short. Let's try to catch it. No, let's not. Okay, here we go. This could be a Mack truck long. Watch this Mack truck on this side here, on the 20U. If this is an up close, it's going to get in long. Here we go. It's in long. Let's get some follow through to the upside. Come on, push up. Push up. Ugh. Don't run out of gas on me. That's it. Come on up. Leapfrog, baby. Looky there. There we go. There we go. Mack truck. Push up. A little higher. A little higher. A little higher. Keep going. A little higher. One more. One more. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Caught that Mack truck long. It showed its face on my leaderboard, and I was all over it. Bingo. That's just what we need. Got a one and done on the Leapfrog using the Mack truck. Got a ghost. All right. Bam. That's a $1,000 trade across those 3 Apex accounts. A one and done. We played the Mack truck was #1 on our leaderboard, and we rode it home. Very fast. These bots love that fast-moving market. We had very little at risk on the trade. We got a 4-to-1 risk to reward on it. We were risking about 300, and we made 3,000. That's the great thing about prop trading, is we're able to scale up using multiple accounts. These are $20 accounts with that 90% sale, and we can use them as a vehicle with these prop firms. A one and done on the Mack truck. Look at that entry on the high volume candle. Right on the blue candle, that thing just took off like it was out of a cannon. It's right back in long. We're done. We're done for the day. Listen, capital preservation is the key to prop trading success, to any trading success. Every time we get into a trade, we're at risk. What a beautiful trade. Boy, we caught that thing right at the most beautiful time. The entry is right here. And we rode that thing all the way up. Got the maximum, just about the maximum excursion with that leapfrog integration. That leapfrog gives you the potential for a home run on every trade. Mack truck is right in this trade again, but we're done. We're right where we want to be on the sideline with $1,000 of profit. Having a big week this week. We're 3 for 3. Last year about this time, we went on a winning streak. Here's February's numbers so far. Looking good. Looking good. What I was going to show you is prior to the market opening, we saw the Mack truck was on the leaderboard. But what I did, and that really weighed heavily into my decision-making process on which bot to trade. I do put a lot of weight on the leaderboard because, listen, the market conditions change very quickly. Today's trading environment most likely will be different than tomorrow's. So the one that's found the ebb and flow in today's trading environment, the key word being today, may not be the best spot to trade tomorrow. It's just the reality of it. We've got those high volume candles pushing price lower on the NASDAQ. Bam, here we go. So what I did, I might have just hit my microphone. I'm really sorry. Not sure what is happening this morning. Ninja won't open. Unknown error. Contact support. I would go to your task manager and shut it down and try to restart it. Now the Mac, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. The Mack truck settings I'm using are right out of the box. If you decide to order the AI Auto or you're running the AI Auto, if you have the most recent update, your display name will say AINQ Mac Truck. It won't say bot or drone or signal A, B, C, or D. It'll just say, very simple, NQ Mac Truck. And if you've got that, you should have the same settings as I do. Oh, shoot. You know, I had a call. It's funny you guys are saying this. I had a call from another trader, Toby. Same thing. What we did to fix it was we shut it down using the task manager and just restarted it, and it came back to life. Yeah, the Mac Truck is great. Is a great bot. Augustine, good morning, sir. Another global trade evade issue. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate that information. And listen, it's not a secret who owns Trade Evade. We know who owns Trade Evade. Ninja Trade. And who owns Ninja Trader? Kraken. Kraken recently purchased Ninja. So what I wanted to show you, very interesting stuff. On this trading analyst on ChatGPT, very interesting. What I did this morning was I put in the results prior to the session opening. If you're trading, don't forget at 10 a.m. there's a red folder report. I don't want you to be in a trade and that thing comes out and it drains your whole account. So what I did was with Ninja Trader is I put in the trades. I can go to my trade performance for the month of February and generate the results, and then click all the accounts. Up at the top, if you hit your filter, you'll be able to select accounts. That selects all of them. And then you're going to go to trades. You can see in February, cumulatively, the whole portfolio has been profitable. It's up over $18,000. But that's not how we trade it. Unless you have a tremendous account, we couldn't do that. So if we put the summary to trades, and then we right-click and export, I like to name it February 1st to 4th trades. And then we can upload that data into our trading analyst. This is an API that Sergio created. It's in Discord chat. If you're a member of our community, it's a tool. It's a free tool that you can use. And it provides some very valuable information. What it told me today was it gave me my top bots going into today's session. It had the retirement plan up top, the NQ one-day pass, the ES scalper, the ES star, and the ES moneymaker. We're all up anywhere from $1,600 all the way up to $6,000. So it'll tell you which bots are performing the best. The hottest bots performing the best. I asked it on the AI Leapfrog, what is the winning percentage of each entry? Because remember, the Leapfrog has 3 or 4 triggers, signal A, B, C, and D. So I want to know, is there one of these signals that's getting killed? To me, it's very valuable information. So it'll give me the winning percentage of each signal, which doesn't really tell me much. So I asked it, can you break that down into P&L, profit and loss? How much has each signal made or lost? And what it told me was that maybe signal C wasn't the best signal to take because all of the signal C entries cumulative were down about $1,500. On the flip side, the signal D entries were up about $1,800. So it tells us which signals are doing the best. With that information, I can go into the strategy, and if I want, I can disable those signal C entries and not take them. Wow. Let's take a look at gold. So that trading analyst gives you some very useful information regarding trade performance. Row's already up $15,000. You're going to need a Brinks truck. A Brinks truck, that's one of the money trucks they have. They're armored trucks that they go to, different establishments and they empty out their daily or weekly receipts in cash and they bring it to the bank in an armored truck. That's what they're going to need for you, Row. You're going to have to back up that Brinks truck right by your garage door. The Revo NQ30. Let's take a look. That Revo's no joke. George loves that Revo. You hit the 4,000 limit on the scalper? No kidding. I started mine up late. My scalper is, I'll tell you right now, Mike, Submarine Mike is actually in a long trade. It's in a monster. I know Tom was crushing it on the ES scalper. We've been meeting often, and we identified the ES scalper on his machine as being one of the most profitable bots. Yes, sir. Rao said the wire transfer is good enough. I hear you, Rao. We don't need a big armored truck. These days everything is digital. There goes the NQ30. NQ 1 day pass. Scored again. Boy, the market's got a lot of whipsaw in it, don't it? The NQ. Here we go. All the risk is off the trade. Let's see if we get into the leapfrog here on that Revo. Nope. Oh, be careful. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is that red folder report. That market just took off to the downside. Revo is short for revolutions. Revolutions. That's our automated strategy that leverages the money flow tracker. Here we go short. Look out below. Look out below. Here it comes. The leaderboard is actually pretty scary today. Looking at the bots, we have the 1 day pass. The Revo has a couple in the green. And then the AI has two bots, the ES30 and the Mac Truck, which are only up nominally. Not very much. That's the same error message that the gentleman had earlier, Gerald. I think Ninja's actually having an issue today. Retirement plan's been red hot. This Revo NQ150 is in a monster. There it goes. It's in the leapfrog. In the leapfrog. It's got a nice big offset too. Look at that offset. Bam. That Revo NQ150. Let's see where it got in. It was in that trade for a while. Oh my goodness, look at that entry. With those bigger bars, if I put it into context, what this strategy's looking at is a 150 range. So if I go to my data series and change the 30 to 150, that'll give you an idea of what the strategy is looking at when it took that trade. You could see it took a short oscillator entry and it ran it right down to the profit target. It looks like it took 1, 2, 3, 4 trades. Only one of them looks like it won. And it's up $1,100. Now that's trade management right there. Perfect example of why letting our winners run is so important. Revo on the NQ8. The Revo's hot today. Not that one. Yeah, I had a couple calls. I was just saying earlier, Tony C. Um, you're not the only ones. You're not alone. What worked for us earlier was going to Task Manager, closing down, force shut it down, and restart Ninja, and it came back to life. Retirement plan's back in on the 2-minute. Let's go to a 2-minute chart. Took a signal A. The retirement plan has been absolutely brilliant this week. In fact, the retirement plan is the one that the ChatGPT told me to use. Retirement plan for the week is up $6,200, trading one contract. So had we just taken the ChatGPT's advice, let's see how this trade pans out. Don't like the trade management, I could tell you that. If my stop is back in right field, and we're very tight to that profit target. Ah, no. It's up 800 on the trade right now. I never like my profit target below support. Never. Let's give it a clear shot. Now that the window kicked in and it's leapfrogging. I always like to bring my profit target above support. Bam, and now it's in a high volume. And just like that, the retirement plan's up $800 for the day. So the ChatGPT, had we went with our number one bot, we would have made $800 today. It's not a perfect science. It doesn't work all the time. But these bots are very streaky. Trust me. I've been running them for years now. All right, great. Wow. Thanks for that information, Tom. Mike's retirement plan is up 1850. If we go to our weekly, daily, if we go to our trade performance for the month, I know you guys that are having tech issues want to shoot me right now showing these numbers. And I'm really not trying to rub it in. Trust me. But look at this. A little salt for your wound. 69.25 on the retirement plan this week. This is trading one contract. One contract. I always like to say, well, when did it do it, right? So we go to our analysis, half hour of the day, we'll put it on entry time. And look, it's no secret when to trade this bot. It tells you right here. Between 9 and 10:29. The best window is between 9:30 and 10. It loves the market open. There goes the ES scalper. Down she goes. Down goes Frazier. Bam, we just locked in a leg. Do you see that ES scalper? That's how that stop came down and locked it in tight. Wow, look at that 2-minute candle on the retirement plan. That's a big one. Got some really powerful bots here. All right, great, Tom. If it's not opening your workspace, it's we got problems still, sir. Still not working correctly, Tom. I would restart again, actually. The Drunken Snail. I love that name. The Drunken Snail. Good question. Yeah, of course. Um, the minimum fund for the bots. Good question. We could trade these bots two different ways. Drunken Snail. We could trade a prop account or we could trade a live account. So let's start with a live account. With a live account, we could trade micros. Micros are perfect for a small account. You could trade with as little as $500 with using the micros. If you want to use a prop account, there's several prop firms that offer evals for as little as $20. For $20, you're in the game. You got 20 with a $20 that would get you a $50,000 Apex account right now with their sale going on, and that comes with $2,500 a drawdown. It's really a $2,500 account. Now you see my lagometer here. Well, it went back down. Coming up right behind me, it's Miller time. I hope you guys get your ninjas squared away and they're able to correct whatever problem they're having. Let me see if I can Google this and see if I can get you any information. Let's go to their website and take a look. All right, great. Uh, Lion's Heart was able to resolve it just by restarting. That that's what worked for Toby and I this morning. We just shut it down and restarted it until it worked. If your workspace is not opening, shut it down again and restart it. What are the symptoms that you're experiencing? Is anybody still having an issue with Ninja? I got the chat bot here. It is what it is. Sorry, Tom. Yeah. What if you were to close the default workspace? Try to close it so another one opens. On your workspaces, go to the default and hit close. Whichever one is open, go to close so it makes another one open. Yeah, I do. I think I do. Yesterday I had an appointment and fell behind, so I have several calls on my calendar, but I will give you a quick call right after the live stream, Tom. ES star, AIES star. Historically, that 30 range is one of our best bots. Caught that reversal, that signal A, counter trend trade. Gonna put my profit target right below, right at the VWAP. Miller time. It's Miller time coming up behind me. And then at 10:30, 11:30 is David Wise. David Wise does the SPY Super System, trading the options. Very quiet. That's not a good sign for these bots. Some days it just doesn't lend well to take trades. There's just more risk associated with the current trading environment. Today appears to be one of those days, just looking at the leaderboard. I was very fortunate to find that winning trade on the Mack truck. And boy, did we catch a beauty on the Mack truck. Pulled one out of the hat with that one. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Look at these high volume candles. That's a reversal. That's a really nice reversal signal. The retracement right back to the 50, or a mean reversion entry. High volume candles triggered it. That's the NASDAQ on a 2-minute. Yeah, I know it, Mike. Let's see what the report was. We got crude oil coming up at 10:30. Crude oil inventory, 10:30. Let's see what this red folder report said. We averted a government shutdown yesterday, thank goodness. Let's see what the news was. PMI. Continued to expand. Retirement plan is right back in. Well, it took a while, but it finally jumped. Little late to the party on that 2-minute. Economic activity. PMI registered 53.8%. 19th month in a row in expansion territory. Wow, it's on a real rally. It was pretty much what they were expecting. The forecast was 53.5 and the actual reading was 53.8. Now, the crude oil inventory, there was a big disparity last week, if you remember. A bit of a delayed reaction. But the forecast is negative 2 million barrels. What the actual comes out at remains to be seen. We'll know in 15 minutes. Look at the volume. Big volume on the E-mini. $8,000 contracts a minute crossing on the ES. Mike, I think it's about 50-50. I'm just reading your message, Tony. Don't shoot the messenger. The ES star, it bounced. You see price bounce right off that VWAP. Big area of resistance. Price came right up to the VWAP on the E-mini and rolled over and died. Let's see if the retirement plan gets back in short. That is a sign. I agree, Gerald. That is a sign, my friend. Yeah, that MNQ is like a, man, it just, the amount of volume is just overwhelming. It's not unusual to see the MNQ turn 12,000 contracts a minute. It's just incredible. If I put this data in my, let's compare it to the NQ, just to make one comparison. The NASDAQ has turned 246,000 contracts today in this session. The MNQ turned 955,000, almost a 5-to-1. Almost a 5-to-1. So if the NQ is turning 2,000 contracts a minute, the MNQ is turning 10,000 contracts a minute. On our market analyzer, if we go to the columns, we could change the daily volume. No, we can add another indicator. See if I remember how to do this. Oh. We go to volume for 1 minute. There it is. And we'll put the label as contracts per minute. Here we go. Retirement plans back in long. Let's see if the retirement plan can make a little comeback here. We're getting a little boost to the upside. The E-mini's coming right back into the VWAP. That's a problem. That's a big area of resistance. That could spell disaster for that trade. But now we're getting contracts per minute as a comparison from the MNQ to the NQ on the bottom. We don't really need the ask and bid price. Come on, retirement plan. Get on the board. Gold had a big day yesterday. After that big sell-off. Here we go. Come on, let's get in the profit window. Let's get in the window. A little further. We're right at the VWAP on the ES. Uh-oh. It bounced right off the VWAP again. 6,500. The MNQ turns 6,500 contracts a minute. Oh, here we go. Retirement plans coming back to life. Come on, push up. Push up. A little further. Get in the window. There we go. Oh, did you see that? That leapfrog is tight, tight, tight. Listen, I'm not going to touch the most profitable bot. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's back up to 870. If you would, on your way out the door, please like my video here on YouTube. I'm going to put Mark Miller's link right here in chat. 10:30 is Miller time. Sorry about that. Actually, I just made a brand new video, Mark. I'm going to put it in Discord. In software updates, I'll post it right now in there. In the software updates channel, I'm going to post a video. I just made it on Monday. That shows the whole installation from start to finish. It's about a 10-minute video. Now you should be able to use that link I just posted. Let me find the video that you need and we'll put it into Discord. Okay, I just posted it. It's right in our Discord channel. It's in the very bottom channel called Software Updates. Here's the installation video right here. So you've got it now, Mark. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. We were able to score nicely if you're just joining us late. We caught a nice trade. I'll show it to you on the NQ Mack truck. right here. It was right at 935. We took the entry long on a 20 Unorenco. Every new candle to the upside represents 20 ticks, just to put that into perspective. 20 ticks, that's 5 points each new candle. It was a $1,000 trade, trading one mini. One mini. We were risking about $300 on the trade, made $1,000 for greater than a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio that was leaned in our favor. And the good news was we had it on 3 accounts to make it 3 times more valuable. It's a $3,000 trade. Happened very quickly too. Mark Miller's coming up next. This was the leaderboard, very slim today. Very slim today. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. And if you would, please like my video here on your way out the door. If you like my video, I consider it my job security. I love doing these live streams. I want to continue to do them. Just need a thumbs up that you'd like it to continue. Have a great day, everybody. So long. Thank you. Thank you.